Finish him! Was there ever two cooler words in video game history? I think not. You'd land that killer blow, you'd hear the immortal words, and then you'd go fuck it up because you couldn't remember how to do the fatality. You guessed it, folks, you're here with Paddy of the Watch Gamers, and we're doing it, Mortal Kombat X. So, I'm as Irish as a pint of Guinness, and I'm always looking for a good deal like any good honest Irishman. And PlayStation at the moment are running a fantastic deal with their Easter sale. So we're going to call this segment Cheap Ass Tuesdays. I'll be exploring our best deals on what to spend your hard-earned cash on. It's always very hard to pick the right game at the right time. The video game industry is ever expanding. It's become $1 billion industry, and with that come more and more games and more money. So as time goes on, it becomes harder to decide what games to buy. When you take a look at the likes of Fallout 4, you had Mad Max, two games I really wanted to buy, but I think poor Mad Max went on the wayside because Fallout 4 was always going to win that race. So I had a look at the Easter sale and I spotted this little gem here, which is Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X is going for $27.99 in the store at the moment, and I'm going to show you why it's the best option to buy. There's some great sales on at the moment. You have Metal Gear, you have the likes of The Witcher, some really good games there, but this little bad boy I think is the pick of the bunch. At $27.99 I don't think you can go wrong. So there's very few things in life that puts a smile on my face. Video games, check. Horror, check. And two grown men beating the absolute shit out of each other, check. So this is one of those games. So before I get into it, I'm going to show you some interesting options you can choose on this. You have a new thing that's called faction. So you can pick in your different type of faction. There is a bunch to choose from, and on a weekly basis these factions are pitted against each other. And you also have different faction fatalities, which are a really cool idea, and it kind of brings a bit of a community and multiplayer option into the fold. So I'm going to go into it here once we're done downloading, of course. Any minute now. So you have the faction war page, you have a war tower and the faction leaderboard. So you can go into the faction war page and you can choose your faction to see who's winning. So as you can see, the faction war board is pretty tight and it's really fun to go through. So you have different challenges you need to complete. Complete a fatality, a brutality, complete one faction, and you'll earn points for your faction team. Now I'm starting Mortal Kombat right from scratch, which you'll be once you buy this after my fantastic review of it. So instead of getting into the main meat and bones of the campaign, I want to show you this. It's called the Towers. Now we've all seen the towers in the arcades before in Mortal Kombat, so you're thinking, why should I buy Mortal Kombat? This is Mortal Kombat X. Have I seen this all before? Is it worth spending my hard-earned $27.99? But I can tell you it is. I went back and I reviewed a couple of the old Mortal Kombat games, and while they were all great, it's just this game has really stood out from the bunch. I think it's by far the very best Mortal Kombat game they've ever released. The graphics are stunning, the sound is great, the fatalities are brilliant to watch, and this is another classic element to it. So they've added in these towers. So you have the classic tower, which is just your basic get to the top and see your completed ending. You have your test your luck, test your might, endless, and survivor. So there's a few options we can choose from to keep your interest going. And you have your living towers. Now living towers are what really kind of do it for me. So you have your hourly challenges. So it's been updated constantly, which I think is really fun. But they also have these special towers. So you can hear a lot of laughing in the background. So this is our April Fool's Tower, which I think this is a great addition. So every season they add in a different new tower with different elements. So at Thanksgiving they added in turkeys rolling across the screen. There's different obstacles that can take you out. St. Paddy's Day they had a bunch of leprechauns, and they're always looking for it. It's always fun, it's always good, light-hearted, and bloody violent. So it's fantastic. You have to take a look at this. So let's give it a shot. So you can see there's a lot of characters you can get. Now I don't have the special combat pack, so you can see a few characters are grayed out. The combat pack is $24.99. So the combat pack, you get 9 characters and you get a lot of different skins. But when you're buying the game for $27.99, I think the combat pack is a little expensive. So I don't want to make a fool of myself. I'm going to pick a classic character that I know how to use, I think. So here we go. Let's do our first playthrough of the April Fool's Tower. And of course I will get Quan Chi. So let's hope I don't get my ass handed to me here.
Speak, puppet.
So as you can see, the visuals in this game by far the best we've seen on a Mortal Kombat title in a long time. Now I don't know what difference the April Fool's Tower is going to add. Okay, already you can see the screen is moving side to side, which is fantastic. Let's hope I don't get motion sickness. Okay, Quan Chi is getting a couple of punches in me. So the action, the movement is fantastic in this game. Scorpion is light-hearted as always. So with this you can pick a lot of different types of fighting stances, so there's always kind of cool ways. You can't do every single type of move because you have to choose certain styles in order to do them, which I think is really cool. So it makes you kind of go back and learn each character's different moves. Now we have this. Okay, I don't know how to do a fatality, so we're gonna do an easy one. Just for the video. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, does it get good or does it get better than that? I think not. Fatality. That's how it's done, folks. Perform one fatality. Let's go, faction. So now we have Dragon Challenge. So you have your modifiers. So it's bad high ground. You have your Dragon Challenges. You have to block 8 attacks. I didn't quite get all of that, but as ever. So we can see a lot of the old characters are back, some classic characters. So I have to block 8 attacks from your opponent. So now we can see different types of... So hey, have a shield. Okay. So we're seeing lots of these different bonuses coming through, all part of the April Fool's update. I'm not doing much damage. So there's no bounce back obviously after these bonuses that we're getting. I think it's fine. I think this is brilliant. Each special holiday, Christmas, you know, throughout the year, they're always adding fun new bonuses. And this is a part of the new X-rays that always look brilliant. Brutal. Lovely. Nice. You gotta give it to the guys in Mortal Kombat to know how to do some cool moves.
Round 2, fight!
So you can see the game is very fast. There's lots of different options, you know, you can choose. There's lots of modifiers. It's really fun to play in versus mode. Yeah, I'm gonna get brutal on you, bitch. So you have a meter that builds up and you can do your extra moves, which are really cool. I really like that idea. And you can also interact with the background. There we go. Brilliant. So that's some of the options that can bring us back. Instead of just going through your campaign, being done with the game, you have lots of fun initiative to go back and try different towers, and they're constantly updating it. The guys at Mortal Kombat are doing a fantastic job with that, and it's great to be able to go back and forth and not just be done with the game after completing the campaign. So we're going to go back, we're going to take a look at what the campaign is all about. It's one of the stronger points I thought for this Mortal Kombat. In Mortal Kombat in years gone by, we've seen piss poor acting, let's be honest. The voices, everything, they've been pretty fucking poor. This Mortal Kombat, not a hell of a lot better, to be honest, but it is a bit more fun. The storyline really runs along a lot faster. It incorporates a lot more of the characters into it, and I actually really enjoy playing it, even though it is hammy. The voice acting's a little off par. It introduces the new characters well, and it always gives you a fun side to play and initiative to play with new characters. So let's do it.
Millions of years ago, Shinnok, one of the Elder Gods, turned on his fellow deities and invaded the Earth Realm. Raiden and the Elder Gods stopped Shinnok, locked him up in the Nether Realm.
Big move, guys.
Others followed in Shinnok's footsteps, like Outworld's Emperor Shao Kahn, who was obsessed with conquering Earthrealm.
It was almost fucking impossible to beat in the last incarnation of Mortal Kombat.
Raiden convinced the Elder Gods to enact the Mortal Kombat tournament as a way to even the odds, give Earthrealm a chance. For generations, Shao Kahn followed the Elder Gods' rules. The war moved to the arena, where he sent his toughest fighters to challenge Raiden's greatest defenders in Mortal Kombat. 2 years ago, we beat him. But
How did he
Shao
get
Kahn
10
wasn't
games out
ready
of
to
this?
lose. He violated the rules of Mortal Kombat and invaded Earthrealm. Most of Earth's defenders, our friends, were killed, turned into evil undead warriors. Despite the odds, we stopped Shao Kahn's invasion. As punishment, the Elder Gods destroyed him.
Good. It's a hater playing against that guy.
We thought the long nightmare was over. But it turns out that Shinnok had been manipulating events. Shao Kahn's invasion, his death.
How convenient.
All part of Shinnok's plan to escape the Netherrealm and resume his war on the Elder Gods.
Yeah, boy. That was a good start. Nice. Chapter 1, Johnny Cage in the house.
Destination, dead ahead.
Set her down nice and easy for me.
Don't I always?
If by always you mean not once. Major?
A Sonya Blade and Kenshi in the back. All classic Mortal Kombat alumni.
Alright, you have the rendezvous coordinates. Far into the forest. From there we access the portal to Raiden's Sky Temple.
Where there's an angry former Elder God and his devils waiting for us.
Of course there is.
Gods, portals, flying demons.
Blind guys with magic swords.
The world has changed. For the worse, if we do not expel Shinnok from Raiden's temple.
Yeah, they've come a long way from the Sega Mega Drive.
Life force, the Jinsei.
And we're not gonna let that happen.
Kenshi and I appreciate the Major allowing
Would
us
you let
to
me
join
play the
you.
game?
We're happy to help kick Shinnok's bony ass back to the Netherrealm. You gotta land this thing.
Oh. As you can see, Mortal Kombat doesn't tend to hold back on the old violence. Nice. Okay, starting off with some quick time. Nailed it. Whoop. Jerk. Go on the Kenshi, the blind old git. Excellent. Sub-Zero into the mix. He just tossed that guy's headless body towards us. Nice.
Nasty.
So you can see that's a very quick start. Ain't holding back. Some cool character design. Oh, right in the stones. Classic Johnny Cage. Like that bitch. Okay, that wasn't really necessary. It's gotta hurt. I'm guessing Johnny's after taking it like a boss. A quite different start to Mortal Kombat games, some quick time events. Which we're going to see a lot of these throughout the game.
The end is near. Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you?
So Mortal Kombat is very quick, as you can see. Well, not the easiest game to commentate over. You need a bit of concentration. Good old punch to the shins, you can't beat it. That's gonna leave a mark. That's a nice little win.
Don't say I never did anything for you.
So again, some really cool extras. Each character has a different one and they're all worth checking out. Each more gruesome than the next. So some really brutal moves in this game, I really like it. And Johnny Cage was never one of my favourite characters, to be honest. That's a nice little first win. So you're billing each time you play online, I think you gain extra XP. And I'll show you now in a moment what the XP is for.
Sonya!
So that's a little taste of what's to come in the campaign, and it's a really fun campaign. You'll get a good few hours out of it. You get about 9 hours, maybe. If you're a lot better than me, you probably get about 6. But it's definitely worth a playthrough and have a look. And some of the extras, you get a lot of extras. You can get some match replays, you got the collection, and you can go in and get a lot of stuff in the online store. They've really pumped a lot of additional content into this game. Some people like it, some people don't. They find it's a bit of a cop-out, but it's a fun way to kind of keep coming back to the game. So we're going to check out the crypt. So this is where you get all your valuable experience points and what are called combat coins to unlock additional content. In this content you'll unlock fatalities, you'll unlock different alternative costumes for your characters, different skins, and it's really cool and it's really designed really well. So welcome to the crypt. Here you can spend coins earned playing through Mortal Kombat X. The first tombstone in front of you is free. Thanks guys! So, and our first one is 4,000 coins. Very nice. So, you get a taste of, so you get Kotal Khan's Fatality, which is really cool. It's called Tight Squeeze. So you can see there's a lot of different brutalities to do along the way, which is really cool. I like that. So it gives you a lot to learn, a lot to come back for. And in a game where you just beat the shit out of your opponent, that's vital, I think, in a good beat 'em up. I think Street Fighter hasn't been that immersive, and that's why a lot of people want over the top with praise for the new Street Fighter. For me, if you're getting a beat 'em up, this has been the top beat 'em up for PlayStation 4 so far. I really loved Injustice, but I think Mortal Kombat X is by and far your best option. So you can skip a fighter world. Very nice. Now there's a lot of fun to be had in the crypt as well. You get to unlock different secret items that appear at certain times to unlock. They're only visible for a short time, and they're usually that bit cheaper. So you got an easy fatality award. An easy fatality award is when you win a fatality and you just have to press something like down and square and you'll get an instant fatality, which is kind of cool. There's different areas you can explore in the crypt as well. And there's some areas locked that you have to find different... Okay! So you'll be attacked randomly. You do that quick time event, you get yourself some coin. So you can enter into the spider tunnels. So the crypt is really big. They have a lot of different content in here. And it makes you keep coming back, which I really like. I like that idea because you have to find magical items within the crypt that unlock different areas of the crypt. So it kind of keeps you guessing, keeps you moving. And it's nicely designed. And yeah, it's really cool. So I think we'll exit the crypt for now. So, and that, guys, concludes my final, or my, I was getting carried in my last one there, concludes my so guys, that concludes my Mortal Kombat X playthrough on our Cheap Ass Tuesday extravaganza. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday. I'm going to have a look and see what our best deals are, do a little bit of a playthrough, see if it worth spending your money on. For your bucks, $27.99, I definitely recommend Mortal Kombat X. It's a fun fighting game. It's great for 2-player. With 2-player, in that option, you can choose a lot of modifiers. You can unlock modifiers in the crypt, which is really fun. So, thanks for watching us, guys. And we are the Watch Gamers. We're a new bunch of gamers in town. We'll be doing a lot of different types of playthroughs. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And we'll keep the videos coming. You keep the watching. And thanks for joining me, guys.